Hello, everybody. I'm Lisa, part of the team here at PhotoDay. For those of you joining today, welcome to this wonderful webinar all about AdvancePay and the promos in PhotoDay. So why don't you guys give me a shout out in the chat just to make sure that you can see me and you can hear me, most importantly. I guess both. So I know we're going on the right track here. Last couple webinars we did with this platform, we ran into some kinks, so I want to make sure everything is okay as we continue on. Wow, you guys are quiet. Usually you chime in here in the chat. Oh, awesome. Great. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Jennifer. Thanks, Tom. Two Toms. Angie. Yes, thank you. All right, cool. So a little bit of housekeeping before I get into it, because those of you if you guys know me, you know I can just get stuck in like a ramble. And you know what? It's just me today. So if like you guys want to help like entertain the situation, feel free to ask in chat so I don't feel so alone. Just say hi, whatever, every once in a while. Usually Brian's or somebody's joining me. So just today it's me. But I welcome you guys. If you haven't used AdvancePay before, I'm really excited for you to hopefully try it this fall season. If you used it before and you were confused by it, hopefully I can bring some clarity there. But ultimately what I want to do, my background for the last 2 decades has been in sales and marketing in the volume photography world. So whether it was at a lab level or a studio level, and now here, part of the team at PhotoDay. I love sales and I love marketing. It doesn't feel so much like sales when you do what you love, right? And you really believe in the product you are behind. And, this is one of those features, AdvancePay. It's got to be my favorite feature because it's so different, so unique, and it does so many different things. It's not just this prepayment. So we're going to get into that today as well. So there is like a 10-second delay from the time that I'm talking and the time I can see your chat pop up. So I apologize if it seems like I'm ignoring you. I'm really not. And if at any time you lose sound or I freeze with like a really ridiculous face, just refresh and hopefully everything will reconnect. But that was kind of happening earlier. So I just want to make sure that stops happening, hopefully with this webinar. So I'm just going to get right into it. It'll probably take me about 45 minutes or so to get through everything. So if you have to hop off for any reason, this webinar is being recorded and you will get a replay link tomorrow as usual. So what is AdvancePay? AdvancePay was our answer to prepay. I'll never forget. We were just talking about this. The whole company was on a team retreat last weekend. And we were just talking about like some of the really, really major pain points we were trying to solve while building PhotoDay. And one of them was the prepayment, right? It's so hard to move your sales online because you don't have, you got cash flow issues. Everybody does. You got labor, you got equipment, all these various expenses that go in for preparing for your season, and you really need that cash right away. And that is something AdvancePay does for you, right? So it's kind of like our answer to prepay. Now, as we got further into mapping what prepay looks like, because, first we're like, just like everybody else, just like everything that existed, buy a package first, right? And we're like, well, this isn't going to make any sense. I think John, our CEO, said it to me. He's like, it doesn't really make any sense because we're telling people to buy a package first before they even saw the images. So are we going to cap sales? I'm like, you know what? You're right. We're going to cap sales that way because they pre-committed to this purchase and they haven't seen your amazing images. And oh my gosh, as technology has been rapidly adopted, the cameras have gotten better. I mean, you guys are artistic when it comes to like just natural photography all the way through composite. You're not just photographers, you're creators, and you're creating these images that really deserve more than the $20 package prepay mindset, right? So building a system all around, building that connection and experience to get back out of it the work and the creativity you put into these things, into your businesses. That is what AdvancePay is, right? It's our answer. So it's Basically, what you're doing is qualifying your buyer by asking them to buy a credit that is going to be good towards their purchase, same as cash, right? Whether it's $5, $10, $15, you do it in $5 increments. You can sell up to 4 different values of AdvancePay, and I'm going to fully demo this so you guys can get a big picture. I'm going to share ideas on how you can use it, because it is also a very versatile tool depending on what market you're in, whether it's preschool, underclass, elementary, youth sports parents are there, high school sports parents are not there. There's just all different ways you can actually use it. So why AdvancePay? I think I've already kind of jumped ahead of myself here. Buyer qualification. When they buy an AdvancePay credit, they are committing to purchase something from you. It's like one of the biggest mistakes in this proofing environment, right? We're providing this service as studios without even getting any kind of buyer qualification with hopes, right, that they might convert to sale later. There are so many factors that play into what your actual conversion rate is going to be. Conversion rate is how many people view your gallery, how many people actually give you money and convert to sale, become your customer, right? They're not your customers until they convert to sale. So let's look at this buyer qualification thing. By getting them to prepay, even if it's a nominal amount, you are qualifying that they are going to buy something from you later. Common thing I hear when moving online, they're like, my participation's not there. Well, guess what? Replace your paper envelope that you would typically collect with a text opt-in and a $10 AdvancePay purchase, and you're back at 100%. No brainer, right? No brainer to get your participation back up. This means they're going to create an account in PhotoDay. So you're going to have their information, you're going to have their phone number, you're going to have their email, and they're going to be linked to that gallery with an account, your customer. So you can, I say you, but PhotoDay can walk them through the process as that job progresses from publish through promotion and expiration, right? You can estimate your revenue. So if you know your average order value and how many people you photographed and how many advance payments you got, you could just do some simple math in your head that job's going to amount to $5,000, $10,000, $30,000 in the 30-day sales period that we have a strategy set up for. So you can estimate your incoming revenue. And forecasting is so important in business because you guys have got a ton of expenses and you're rocking and rolling. So let the technology handle that for you. As we covered, you get the part of the payment for AdvancePay upfront to cover those expenses. And it obviously increases your participation. And facts right here, money spent is money forgotten. So having a $10 credit in the bank and you publish in a gallery later, it's almost like they feel they get $10 off that order, right? So, and you split up the payments that way. It makes things more affordable for people. Not everybody, has all of that cash up front. They're going to see your images and they're going to want to buy them all. Some people are delayed in purchasing, and it's not because they're procrastinators. It's because you made so many great images and they want to buy all of them, right? So it does, having that AdvancePay payment help split up the payments for them. It's kind of like a layaway thing, and they will convert to higher sales, right? So all those things AdvancePay does. And if I didn't convince you on using it now, then maybe these tips and tricks will help you. So we'll go along with this. So I touched a little bit about this already. So replacing prepay with AdvancePay. This is my favorite method, especially when it comes to youth sports, because it's just like apples to apples comparison. Swap the paper form for an opt-in and credit purchase, right? So instead of collecting, you say, parents, I'm not going to commit you. Dads, you don't have to decide on the package today and have wife get mad at you for not buying enough, right? Because you're never going to get to buy again. So swap it for hey, just opt in and commit to that $10, $20, $35 purchase. We'll go over strategies a little further down the line here. But yeah, just swap it, right? And the value prop, we're going to talk about value propositions today, is how you talk about this to your customers is important, right? Because you can easily confuse them, especially if you're confused. Value props on everything you do is so important. So what is the value prop? You get to view the images before you commit to purchase. And this credit's going to go towards your final sale, and you're already opted in for text reminders. So we're going to shoot you a text. You're going to apply your credit and buy everything you want in the store, right? And pay the remaining balance. That's what you're going to do. It makes it very easy at your own convenience. You don't have to do it here when you're prepping for a game, trying to wrangle kids in order, all that good stuff, right? It's just easier on the entire customer experience is improved. So let's go on to the next thing, speculation, right? So there's a lot of times where parents are not there and you don't have that point of sales. And that kind of stinks, right? Like it kind of stinks. Now we have to do something different in the strategy. So what you do is incentivize this buy-in early, right? So you can incentivize things. This is the value prop. Spend now, save later. So if you commit to a little bit today, you can save money later, right? So you're not requiring at this point. You're, in the world of school photography where you have to photograph the whole school because you're hired as a service provider for that school with hopes of selling things later. This is when you can really start dangling carrots by way of AdvancePay and just say, hey, if you buy this credit, I'll give you free shipping, or I'll give you a percentage off or $1 off, and you can set the minimums. We'll go over offers later as well. Just another way to use it in another environment. And then we have session fees. This is great for like dance mini sessions. PhotoDay is seeing more and more. I was just talking to or commenting on Robin and Jansen's post in our users group earlier today regarding the senior portrait sales he's seeing come through PhotoDay. We are just starting adoption for that. We just have some new features in the platform that account for that. It just gives that, it's never a replacement for senior in-person sales, but it can be very complementary to it, or obviously alternatively with contract seniors. But mini sessions, dance with the multiple costumes, revenue before you do all the editing to cover your time that you're spending right before you show them and put them down this funnel into their conversion, right? So you can use it and require it, hey, make your advance payment, or I'm going to book somebody over your portrait session, right? Or buy this credit amount for up to this many costumes in dance, and then buy this credit amount for this many costumes in dance. Or they could buy multiple credits. So buy a $10 credit for costume you're having photographed, or whatever it is to get them to commit the purchase. Don't go photograph somebody and go crazy with editing and post-processing, put it up online, and between the time you went to picture day and the parent saw the images you posted, they already had a friend take their pictures, and you did all this work for nothing. Or they had no interest in buying altogether because they were just there having fun on picture day, right? So there's all kinds of scenarios. So qualifying your buyer before you do all that work is so important. And you can use it as like a session fee, just like that. And then it's good towards their purchase, back towards their purchase. And then this is like one of my favorites, is the fundraising. In the world of volume photography, it's all about commissions, right? So I like to say, if you're going to give somebody money, they better be working for you, right? They better be doing something for that money, exchange of services for the money. So that's why I like to say fundraising, because you're obviously giving them commissions, but they're doing some work to get those commissions, right? So give money per credit sold. So instead of letting your organization know what your gross sales are, like you're rolling in the dough, they don't understand your expenses, the labor, everything it takes to operate your business. Do it per credit sold. And that does two things for you. One, they start selling for you, right? Buy credits. That's how they earn money, right? Do a set amount per credit, right? And then two, it's like after they buy all those credits and you're raising the money and you publish the gallery, you already have the money. You can give them the commission check. So at the end of the season, you're not sitting there going, oh my gosh, look at all this money I got to give back. My bank account's drying up, right? You can do it as you go along and control your expenses a little bit better. So, Edie, your question, are the advance payment credits refundable? Yes, it's up to your discretion. So if they don't get photographed, their kid was sick, they hate the photos, whatever reason, yes, you can refund them. That is up to you to do. So yeah, it's very rare it happens, but it's going to happen because there's all kinds of scenarios, right? So yes, you can refund them. And still, it's a good idea to give commission checks 30 days after the gallery is published, so you can get them. Yeah, so you're using that commission to push sales sooner. Like, hey, you're only going to earn revenue for the first 30 days on gross revenue. After that, we're not writing you any more checks, and cut it off. I see so many people stretching it out. I'm like, why are you doing this? They're not even in season. They're not even helping you sell anymore. Don't give them money unless they're working for you. Oh man, that's probably one of my biggest peeves in this industry. I'm on a mission to forever fix the commission situation and make it more valuable. All right, let's talk about incentivizing AdvancePay, right? So this is kind of the breakdown of how it works before I get into a demo. So you can sell up to 4 different credit amounts, but you can only have one offer on the AdvancePay purchase, right? You can't say buy a $10 credit get this, buy $20 credit, get something different. It doesn't work like that. That's way too complex. One, we don't want you guys spending a lot of time setting this up. And two, maybe that'll come down the road, but we would make it a lot easier for you guys to set it up. So I'm never going to say it's never going to happen, because if that, after R&D, and if that yields higher revenue, then yeah, we're going to build it, because we are directly tied to your success. So of course, everything I say or do is going to be in your best interest for your maximum participation, your maximum conversion, and your maximum sales, right? Because that's how PhotoDay gets paid. That's how we work. So free shipping, you can do a free shipping, or you can do a fixed dollar amount or percentage amount off. Now, I will say I absolutely love free shipping, because it's a fixed amount, and then you can build it into the cost. Nothing is ever truly free. Nothing's ever truly free. And like everyone thinks, oh, Amazon free shipping for, what is it, $129, $139 a year now, whatever. It's not really free, because if you look at one of those junk products on Amazon and then search it and buy it from another store in person, you can clearly see the price of shipping is built into those products. It doesn't always work that way, right? So you guys, when you're building your online marketing strategy, you need to be thinking the same way. If you're giving away free shipping, then you need to build it in the cost of these items. And the reason I like free shipping over $1 off or percentage off more is because you're already giving $1 or percentage off in all the packages that you're creating, right? So in this volume scenario that I'm trying to paint a picture on, like, you're going to give them $1 percentage off, and then you're going to give them more in a package. I mean, that's a lot. Some of you guys got like 50, 60, 70% savings in a package over a la carte, and to give another 10% off, that's just crazy pants, right? And we're not clearly communicating that to the customer. So that's why I like free shipping. It's fixed and encourages them to buy more, right? To spend more, set a minimum amount. They can buy a package, no big deal. You've already built that in to your cost. So I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to share my screen now, and we're going to go through a whole demo. So let me turn my camera off and turn my screen share on. You guys can see this, all right? Cool. All right, so this is the studio panel. For those of you who have not seen it, my studio panel is very boring, because it's just basically my personal orders and some demo jobs. Yours, when you're really rocking and rolling with PhotoDay, is way more exciting than this, especially this time of year, since a lot of you have already started with your jobs. So I'm going to go ahead first, and I always like to create a job first and then kind of show you how it all works and how it walks you through the entire process. We try to make, I don't know, like when Rainer first designed PhotoDay, he's our CPO, and he showed it to me for the first time. I could not get over how simple this looked. Again, compared to other softwares and platforms that I've used in the past as a studio, I just couldn't believe like how simple this actually was. But it's, there's a trick to it, right? I mean, it's hard to make something simple. It's hard to make something very, very simple. So, but I think Rainer has done a great job with that, as well as the rest of our team, in making this an amazing experience for the customer. So first things first, there's a little chat bubble down here. So if you guys ever get stuck and you need help along the way, you can go ahead and send us a message right here. So if you didn't know about the bubble, or you're scared to use the bubble, I promise it's not scary, but this is the bubble, and this is how you reach us. And you can request a call here. If you're not a chat person and you want a phone call, go in here and tell us to call you, and we will call you. So over here, I'm going to add a new job, and this is going to be my test job of Arlington Little League, and then it's a youth sports job. So for the scenario I'm giving, it's going to be for youth sports today, for the sake of the demo. But it basically works the same depending on, whether it's a private job, whether it's a school, whether it's a sports league. It really depends on what your overall strategy is going to be. So here I'm going to pick my organization. If you don't have any organizations here yet, you can add a new one by clicking this button. It'll open a new tab, and you can add your organization. This little button here refreshes the list when you do that to pull the latest and greatest. It's a little inner refresh button to get whatever you just did added to that list, so you don't have to refresh your whole screen. And then here, we're going to say we're going out to this league on Saturday. It was totally last minute. I'm going to lose my mind. There's like only 100 kids, but I think I can cover it. You can add a logo here if you want. That's going to appear in the gallery for them to see when they go in. Looks like a league logo, or some people put their own logo here just to make it look more branded to you when you're in the PhotoDay platform. And then I'm going to set up gallery access for sake of simplicity on this demo. I'm just going to choose a public gallery. A public gallery just means there's a URL that can be shared so people can go view and find their photos. Doesn't really mean public. It's not getting posted on social media or picked up by some news app or anything like that. It's not that public. It's just gives you a link that people can go to view and find their photos. And then you can create the opt-in code. So I'm just going to put AP Demo 22 as my opt-in code, and I can set an expiration date or not. This is totally optional. Expiration dates will trigger auto text messages to go to anyone who's bought a credit that the gallery is about to expire, and to hurry up and go use their credit. Alternatively, if they didn't buy a credit but they're opted in, it'll definitely tell them that the gallery is expiring and they should make a purchase before it goes away. So I'm going to save that. So now I got this public gallery, AP demo. And now, like, from here, if you want, like, a common question we get asked is, like, people want the customer to be able to see the packages and the products when they're shopping for a credit, right? You can do that here in the storefront by setting up a price sheet first. This is also where we set up for our AdvancePay. It's very important to note AdvancePay is a gallery status. So you can't really sell AdvancePay after the job's been published, and you can't sell AdvancePay while the gallery is in draft, right? So, but you can collect opt-ins if the gallery is in draft, right? So you can start marketing this gallery right now and set it to AdvancePay later, and it'll prompt everybody that's already opted in to go buy credit. So it really depends on your timing on everything and how fast you're getting communication out. But we got this pretty, like, dummy proof, so it works really well and it won't let you mess it up. So I'm going to come over here and set up my storefront. The first thing it's going to ask me to do is attach my credit sheet. So I got to make a credit sheet first. So I can go over here to create a new credit sheet. It's going to open up another window. I'm just going to go ahead and log back in, and then I'm going to create my credit sheet. So this one's for my AP demo, and create that credit sheet. And here are the 4 credits that I can sell. So this is what I recommend. If you're replacing a prepay scenario, what I would do is make it really simple. Don't offer various credit amounts, because then people are going to be like, well, what does $100 get me? What does $50 get me? Just do a flat amount. Prepay $25 and get free shipping, and make your offer match it if you're incentivizing it. 25 or more gets free shipping, or $35 and 35 or more. If you're not, you don't even have to incentivize it. For this case, we can say, we're selling $10 credits and I'm not selling any other credit amounts. You can put this in here, and then you can put, if we're using this for fundraising, you can put a portion of this credit purchase is donated to your league, right? And parents will see this message as they're buying credits, right? So you can do something like that or use that. So this is just my scenario. I'm going to show you how to incentivize it. But first I'm going to go back to the screen. I'm going to hit that little refresh button, and then it's going to pull up my credit sheet here. Now it's time to create an offer. So this is optional. You don't have to incentivize AdvancePay like we just talked about. It really depends on what you're using this for, what your overall strategy is. If we're just using it as a prepay replacement, I probably wouldn't recommend incentivizing it. I would save the promotions and the discounts for later on to spur sales, and I will get to promos later. So on this case, I'm not going to incentivize AdvancePay. We're going to keep more money in our pockets up front on this. So on this strategy. So I'm going to go ahead. I can require the name too. So if you want to log the names of the people being photographed, you can export this data in your insights panel up here once you start selling credits. So if you're compositing, if you just want a checklist on who bought credits and who haven't, because you're working with like a dance school or mini sessions or anything like that, you can toggle this on or you can leave it off. So it's really up to you. And then obviously I will need to attach a price sheet, which is basically my storefront, if I want people to be able to preview the storefront. So I just wanted to save that, and then I can go in and attach my price sheet. So today is not about making price sheets. So I'm going to skip over that part, and I am just going to attach a price sheet here. I don't even know what's on this price sheet, but I'm going to attach a price sheet here, and I'm going to choose like, well, this is a baseball, and there might be some softball people in here, and I just want maybe like a variety of other graphics. And then I'm going to save that here on my price sheet. So I'm going to go back into this tab so you can see now I can toggle on the ability for them to see the storefront while the gallery is in advanced pay status. So now I'm ready to go ahead, set my job to advance pay, and get the word out. So my favorite way to get the word out is marketing videos. If you hate being in front of the camera, I'm sorry, but if you're moving your business online, like, let me tell you, it is all about showing face on camera. And I used to be so nervous about getting on camera and doing these webinars or doing a Facebook Live, but I promise you, the more you do it, the easier it gets. I am like the evidence, right? I'm the proof of that. It does get easier the more you do it. And I've done like a zillion webinars. So I will promise you that. But just making a short video, you don't need a huge fancy production. You could do it on your iPhone. Just say like, hey, so-and-so league, this is Tom Dials, and I'm coming out this Saturday to photograph your league. We're doing advance pay credits instead of paper order forms. So go ahead, opt in, text AP demo 22 to 90738 and buy a $10 credit. We're fundraising for the league or whatever it's going to get you. You're going to see all your images first, and you're going to be able to apply that credit back to your purchase later. Short video, you can show some of your work. You guys are all creative, so you're going to make it fancy. Even though I'm telling you not to make it fancy, it's probably a waste of my energy to tell you to not make it fancy. So you can just do whatever you want on the video, but make it short. Don't make it long-winded. Get your point across. Put your call to action in there. Send it out with the marketing flyer. So I'm going to show you the marketing flyer next. Turn my camera back off. So the marketing flyer here is, it's basic, right? There's only so much we can do here in terms of like building out some automated things. So there's an advanced pay flyer. We make it look really cool. There's 4 different layouts in here. These can be sent through email, or they could be printed, or they could be sent to the league, and then the league can blast it out here. But it's going to have everything in here you can use. I would even come in here and just grab the copy if you're doing your own thing and make it fancy, because the copy is very direct. It's written well by our marketing department, and it's easy to understand for the customer. So you can come in here and you can upload an image. So you can make this look pretty if you want. I just have I don't even know if I have a great example of this. I didn't really, oh man. All right. So I don't have an image right here I can show you, but anyway, you can put an image here, make it look pretty, make your studio logo, whatever you want to put here on this image. Your logo is going to be here. This is going to be your studio name at the bottom. It's just because my account is called PhotoDay that it says PhotoDay, but we're trying to pull your brand through as much as possible. And if you want to share your video link, you made a video, you uploaded it to YouTube, you can share it down here and it'll be hyperlinked just like this instructions to make the gallery. So I'm gonna turn this off and save it just so I can show you what this looks like. So here's your send option, send it to the organization. You can upload a CSV of people. If you're in a private gallery and you imported email addresses, it'll go out to everybody with email addresses, or you can send it by whatever data that you have in the private gallery just to get the word out. So I'm going to say that went into my email, and I am a parent. Oh, you know what? Can I send this to myself? Let me send it. No, I'm just going to do it manually because it'll probably be easier for you guys to see. So now I'm going to go to my phone. Hopefully my phone's still on my screen, and my phone is not on my screen. It disappeared for some reason. Hold on a second. Let me just open my, oh, there it is. Look at that. Okay, so here's my phone. So I want to show you what happens when I opt in now on this gallery. So here's my phone. I'm the customer. You're at Picture Day. And I'm going to put 907. Oh, no, I'm texting 90738. I'm going to put AP Demo 22 and opt into this gallery. So this is the text message your customer is going to get back. They're going to be prompted to go in and buy a credit to use when pictures are ready. Now I'm opted in, so you can see as a studio, you can see this in your job insights. that I just opted in. You guys want to follow along with me? You can do that too, and just opt in yourselves to this gallery. I promise I won't spam you. I'm going to delete this gallery after our demo today. But yeah, you could do the same thing here. And now the customer can ultimately click this link. It's going to take them in. It's going to explain to them what AdvancePay is again. It could be used anything in your store only. It cannot be used in another photographer using PhotoDay's store. That's another common question we get. It's only for your store. However, it can be used for any of your galleries. So it's global to you, your studio's PhotoDay account, right? Not anybody else's. So then they can get started. I have preview of the packages and offerings on so they can see. It says preview package right here. It won't let them buy anything. It'll just let them preview what the thing here. Oh, I have the package description here as all the things. Oops, I went right back out of it. Sorry. But they can just buy this credit. They'll be asked to add, and here's my little copy, a portion of this credit purchase is donated to your league. So you can say whatever you want there. And then you can put the name of the person in here, and then you can go write the checkout. So I'm just going to put my name, checkout, and then that's my credit. It's just, and they can even Apple Pay if they wanted to. So all the way through, and any major credit card to buy the credit. Now, once they do that, they're going to get an order receipt. They're going to get a text message confirmation, and you're done, right? So that's all you got to do. You qualified your buyer, got your money, you're done. You can go out, photograph, publish. It's all good. Edie, great question. If it's a private gallery, all parents get the same code to AdvancePay, or do they need to register their kids? For a private gallery, I'll just show you guys. I got time for this, so I'll show you guys on a private gallery. So on a private gallery, let me see if I got a good one in here. I could probably just take this one. On a private gallery, it works a little bit different. So in a private gallery, you have what's called subject data, right? So this is a good example of a private gallery. But just imagine the pictures and reference photos are not there yet, and you uploaded data to the gallery, right? So if I come in here and click on, I don't want to display teacher, but if I want to look at email addresses, when you have emails here with your data, what it's going to do when you build that same flyer I just built, it's going to give you the option to send an email to each person that has, and they can have multiple email addresses, right? So email is the name of the game because they're going to have to make an AdvancePay using their own private access code, if that makes sense. Edie, let me know if I cleared that up for you or not. But here, when you make the AdvancePay flyer in a private gallery, let me just set this to AdvancePay. So this is a bulk shipping gallery. It's not going to let me do it. That was a really bad thing for you guys to see. So don't do that. So I shouldn't have tried it with a sample bulk gallery. But let's see if I have data in this gallery. If not, I can upload. Oh, no, that's a different gallery. Sorry, guys. But hopefully that clears it up. When you do a flyer in an AdvancePay in a private gallery, let me see if I have any that are AdvancePay that's private that I can show you really quick. Yeah, this might work. Well, let me set to AdvancePay, and I will go to store. Let me just attach this same credit sheet, throw it into AdvancePay. I'm going to let me do this one and send out my marketing flyer. Let's see, send. You'll be able to send it out to each person that you have emails for. So I don't think, well, I did have some emails in this one. So it'll list all the subjects. You can filter it by data and it'll send out. So, so I can't let the league send out the link and code for their AdvancePay. It has to be from the system so that each parent, for private gallery, yeah. For private gallery, the communication that you'll want to do, here's a great segue into this. Thank you for that. We have this resource section in PhotoDay. We have this marketing kit. So if you haven't seen this yet, this would be great for that use case that you're describing for a private gallery, and you still want the league or the school to help you with communication. You could come in here and create like a poster or a flyer. And these are all Photoshop files. You can download them and you can make them like more branded to you if you want. These are just our templates. These are all layered files, but you can send the league something like this and says purchase an advance pay credit, check your email or something. And then they can post that on social media. They can go and look in their email, just direct them on where you're sending the information for. Alternatively, I don't like to use this method a lot, but if you're having problems at league and school communication, the last ditch effort, and you want to do a private gallery, this is for you, Edie. You can create a public gallery just to collect advance payments in, and then make your private gallery separate, because they're going to be able to use that credit in the other gallery and still do email communication. So you can kind of merge the data from one into the other and just never publish the public gallery you collected advance payments in. So you can do that workflow as well. And if you want to kind of walk through that process one-on-one, if anybody wants to walk through that process, just reach out to the chat bubble and Stevie just sent me a message. And you can do that here in the chat bubble. We'll set up a time and walk you through that process. So that's how it works. So any more questions on AdvancePay, go ahead and fill it in the chat. If not, I'm going to continue on because I got some other really important things to cover for you guys. So I'm going to turn my screen share off and start my slide presentation back up. All right, cool. So how do the payouts work? So I think there's like a lot of shock when somebody starts selling AdvancePay cards, like, oh my gosh, the PhotoDay cost is like 65%. Like, where's all my money? Okay, so how it works with the payouts is we reserve half of what they purchased the credit for, less the 10% PhotoDay fee. That's our fee is 10%, just right off the top of the purchase. Plus you have a Stripe transaction fee, the credit card processing fee at 10 or 2.9%. So the math might seem a little complicated at first. The other half of the money is reserved in kind of like your studio escrow account. So it waits for them to redeem the credit order until it applies the rest of the amount and all the payouts happen. You don't pay 10% again on the amount that they already purchased in advance pay, right? So we're not double dipping. You're not paying 10% twice. Like say if they have a $40 order and you sold a $20 credit, you're going to pay the 10% on the $20. They're going to redeem it towards their $40 purchase, and you're going to pay only 10% on the remaining balance, that $20, right? Another important thing to talk about with PhotoDay is that something that we do different is our commission fee, right? So our fee to use the process, we don't put your payment on file or anything like that. Everybody gets paid out of the end customer's transaction. So the other really important thing to note is we only charge our fee pre-tax, pre-shipping. Pre-tax, pre-shipping. It's not a total transaction fee. Now the Stripe credit card processing, obviously that's on the whole transaction fee, like the whole $72.53. But the PhotoDay fee is only on like the $65, like pre-tax, pre-shipping. So hopefully that saves you guys a little bit of money there. And my favorite way to look at it, especially if you're coming from prepay envelopes and you're like, oh my gosh, I cannot give up 10% of my profit. It's too much money. Trust me, that was like one of the first things I thought about when we were establishing the PhotoDay model. And then I really thought, all of those paper forms, we were legit backing taxes out. So if we sold a $40 package and our tax rate was 8%, we took 8% out of the $40, right? We didn't put it because we didn't want to make change on site. So if you think about it that way, it gets a little bit easier. It doesn't cost you as much. Plus it saves you a bunch of time and you're going to make way higher average orders. So second part of this webinar we're going to get into is the types of promos that we offer here at PhotoDay. So I love promos because they're part of sales and marketing, more like marketing, but promos are amazing. So thanks, Dan. Yes, 10% is a small price to pay for the support and partnership I get from PhotoDay. Dan might be a little bit biased too. He started here as a user of PhotoDay, as a studio, and now he works with us too. So he's like part of the team here. He's a cloud engineer. So for PhotoDay as well. So thanks, Dan, for saying that. But yes, I remember having this conversation with you before you became part of our team. All right, so promo types. Yes, custom text promos. It's so awesome. Okay, so we've got so many things going on for promos, and it's constantly evolving. Like for anybody new to PhotoDay, I just want you to know that we are always, always, always like making new stuff. And it's according to your feedback and how you're using PhotoDay. Some of it's according to our ongoing R&D in market research to see what's working and what's not working and what can we build to make this entire process better for you. So there's always something going on behind the scenes right now. So it's never complete. We're always going to hit you with some surprise features along the way. So we have gallery promos. That's like sending out an offer that's good for your whole gallery. We have seasonal promos. So those are really easy. It's kind of like second sale or extra cash during specific times of the year. You just dump jobs in and it goes. And then we have this custom promo. We call it custom SMS. SMS is just the technical term for text marketing. But anyway, so we have the custom text that we can send out on your behalf on some specific campaigns. A lot of the custom SMS is R&D, right? We created these campaigns, we see them working, we tweak them, and eventually they're all gonna get built in automatically into the product so you don't have to think about it anymore. That's the goal with those. So first things first, we're gonna talk about gallery promos. So gallery promos, they're super cool because you can launch your gallery with a time-sensitive offer. This is new for this fall. So if you used PhotoDay last year, we had gallery promos, but they didn't have this function, right? So the new function of gallery promos is that when you attach a gallery promo to your job and put an expiration date, these are meant, always put an expiration date, it will display here to create the sense of urgency. So when your customers see your gallery, you publish, they see all the images for the first time, you are creating a sense of urgency. It is worth it to start with a gallery promo right off the bat. That's why I'm saying, like, if you're doing AdvancePay, incentivize with free shipping or don't incentivize at all, and then heavily rely on this gallery promos to spur those sales sooner, because now the name of the game at Publish with selling online is creating a way for them to spend more sooner, right? So these offers, these promos, they have different purposes. So launching your gallery with that promo is great. You can even use free shipping. If you didn't incentivize your AdvancePay, okay, so for the first 4 days, I'm covering shipping, and after that, you guys are on your own. Don't complain to me about paying for shipping because I gave you a chance. The first 4 days the gallery is published. You could do something like that with it. Now, if you attach a gallery promo, it will be in the copy, in the text marketing your customers get to. So when you publish, it'll tell them, you know, buy now and get this, and it expires then, right? So it will tell them in the text copy on the marketing flyers, as well as when they physically go to the gallery at the top there. So here, I'm talking ahead of my slides here. So here's it with the gallery promos. It's going to be across the top of the flyers that gets sent out. This doesn't matter the gallery type. It all works the same way for communication. It'll go out on the top of the flyer. And here's what I was talking about, speed versus spend, right? You really want to hone in on what the purpose of your offer is. Is it to get them to buy sooner, or is it to spend more, or is it a combination of both, right? So always make sure you have a purpose behind incentivizing your customer, what that actually is. Don't just give away just because you're trying it out. You guys are unsure of this at any point, especially for anyone new. The bubble support, our CS team, our customer success, they are your best friends. They're going to walk you through strategy and help you get to where you need to go, depending on the type of job and your concerns or your previous history with that client. So don't be shy, ask us, right? We can help you guys. Now the seasonal promos, those are super cool because you can just, like, if you're working really hard right now, and say like you adopted PhotoDay in the spring and you photographed your whole spring season, you got like 5,000 opt-ins across, I don't know, however many jobs, and you've already sold to them. Our seasonal promos, the thing for this fall, we extended the amount of jobs that are eligible to send out a seasonal promo. So these campaigns are already written. All you got to do is figure out your time-sensitive offer. This is second sale. This is second sale or third sale, or depending on what your strategy was. You can now do it in the last, previously only available for 6 months. Now it's the whole year, So anything you did in the last 365 days is eligible to throw into those seasonal promo campaigns that are already set up in PhotoDay. It's like I like to say it's like a crock pot. You get to set it and forget it, and then it's all gonna happen on that day. This is just like, I just wanted to capture a screen shot here to show you guys. So this is like what your like promo dashboard looks like when you're using seasonal promos. And it'll like account how many sales did you get, how many people redeemed credits. So some of them work better than others. And this really depends on how many people you have opted in. So obviously I encourage you to put all your jobs in PhotoDay and get those opt-ins, because that is how you are going to make some additional free, I call it free money later during promo season, especially during this fall when you got like Cyber Monday and holiday gift giving. Like everybody sells more this time of year because everybody's wanting to give gifts this time of year. So it's a great time to take advantage of any of those seasonal promos we have available. Yes, and it's timed absolutely perfectly. We use a lot of R&D for this to go out so we can optimize when the consumer will be shopping, and we deliver those messages in a timely manner more than once in most of those promos to get them to convert to sale. So offer code ideas. So I see this a lot. Everyone gets stuck on the offer code idea. Like, what do I name my offer code? Because that's also part of marketing, making it fun, making it relatable. Yes, Stella, awesome. So you got the Labor Day promo set up for fall 2021. And I bet you're going to get sales. You're going to get sales because people forgot. They're just starting sports again, going back to school, and they're like, oh yeah, I never ordered my pictures. Or maybe I love these pictures and I now have money to buy the other ones that I couldn't buy before, right? There's all these things that when you remarket your gallery, when you fully move your business online, you want to be able to keep that connection going with your customer year over year. And this is exactly the greatest way to do it. Sorry, I got sidetracked reading Stella's comment. But the offer code ideas here, we kind of try to give you some free, I say free ideas. Of course, they're free ideas. They're ideas on what to name your actual offer to make them festive or to make them more fun. I think Karina, from Smacks Photography, she names her free shipping offer "Ship It Real Good," and I think it's so funny. And so you can kind of be like, let your personality shine, make it fun, because you know what? Fun is attractive, and attractive accounts the conversion. So you always want to be like a little bit animated or fun when you're incentivizing these promos, right? Put a little humor if you want to, but there's all kinds of, you can Google search this stuff online, but we have these ideas here for you. And if we have a whole blog about this, so if you go to our blog, let me see. I'm going to just paste the link here for you guys so you can click on it and bookmark it for later. So I just put it in the chat. So you always have that reference up on how to use all these promos. So anyway, offer code ideas. That's just more Father's Day, 4th of July, back to school. You can kind of see how you're like making the code itself relatable to whatever the promo is. And then custom SMS. So we do a couple different things with custom SMS. Mainly, let's see here. Let me go back to my chat box here. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong thing. But mainly the one that I really do, actually, these are the two I really like the most. Although the urgency series, we don't really even need anymore, because now when you put an expiration date on your gallery, then it's automatically going to text those people. So you don't even need that custom SMS anymore. And this is what I mean by we're building some of this stuff that really works into the behavior of PhotoDay. Stella, yes, would like to automate the promos of marketing flyers with the date and time set up 1000%, like same page. Like I've seen this in our software where I've seen this where in our software that we collect feedback. That's like our little roadmap moving along, like all kinds of fun ideas like that. Best price series. I love this custom text. So I like to say implement a custom SMS series if you're not really happy with where sales are. It's like something happened wrong, or maybe you took a long time, because you know what else goes into play when we're talking about conversion rates is if it takes you a really long time to publish your gallery, you're going to lose that excitement. Tracy, Father's Day promo will now be dad bod. Dude, yes, all the yes, you should totally do that. So, but like for the, no, I totally lost my train of thought, Tracy, totally made me lose my train of thought with that comment. But yeah, for the best price series, if there's anything like that is off with your gallery sales, tell us. This is the one I like to recommend the most, because you can really spur sales, especially if you got the opt-ins. You can spur sales on the best price series by just expiring your best pricing, or better yet, just get rid of all the packages. Your packages are your best pricing and sell a la carte only, right? Like, so, hey guys, like you've got like a week left to buy these money saving packages. I'm legit giving you 70% off. And if you don't buy those packages in 7 days, then they're going to go away and you got to pay 20 bucks for an 8x10. Like, so that's kind of like what the best price series is in a very like markety, salesy, happy way of saying it. I'm saying it kind of candid right now, but that's basically what you're doing. And yeah, we use the best price series at the end of fall and spring, and it's worked out really well. Awesome. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, it's one of those things that we're eventually going to, like as Stella, you suggested, build into the platform. But this is a great way to experiment what works and what doesn't work. And so we'll come up with these new series, put them in here and be like, hey, we suggest these, try them out. And when we see them actually working in those conversion rates, they get built into the product. So it's really, really awesome. So you know what, Jennifer, I'm always mad too. Like when I buy something at full price and then like 3 weeks later, I get like a 50% off coupon. But I think that comes to be like expected consumer behavior. Like, yeah, like expected consumer behavior. And yeah, you might have people that are like, oh, just wait till next year. But you know what? There are more people that are going to impulse buy than people that are going to procrastinate and wait until next year for that. Same thing, same thing. So I would not focus on those small, like what if scenarios. You're not creating a habit. I mean, we are selling convenience here, right? You are selling convenience and speed, and people want it now, especially downloads. So anyway, so I'm getting off on a track on that one. So custom SMS, how do you request one? I guess I was supposed to answer that question on that slide. Sorry. In the chat bubble, just go down there. They'll give you a form link, or the Autobot who he operates after hours and tries to predict what the questions are going to be. But he usually predicts like, hey, I know you want a custom S. You click that and he sends you the custom SMS form. You just fill it out and then we handle them. The custom SMSs only go out during the work week because they are a manual push for our CS team, and we're not working 24/7 yet. Maybe one day, just not yet. But yeah, so that is only going to go out during the week. And in the evenings, I guess we call it like happy hour or 1 o'clock, when people are like, let's relax after work, and you hit them up with some sales and they want to spend money after their work day. That's when those go out. So, all right, cool. So I'm going to show you guys where all those different promos live in this gallery. Oh my God, I've never done this webinar combined before, so I'm keeping you a little bit longer than I estimated. So I'm sorry in advance, but hopefully I am entertaining enough and you are not bored. So, all right, so different ways you can use these promos and where they all live. So let's talk about the seasonal promos first. So the seasonal promos are going to be under store, and then they're going to be under promos, right? This is where your seasonal promos live. The next one that's coming up is Grandparents' Day. It'll tell you what date. Well, Grandparents' Day is tomorrow, guys. So if you got the Grandparents' Day is not tomorrow. It's actually September 11th. However, the text is going out tomorrow because we need people to buy tomorrow, so they're printed and shipped, and they get back in time for them to be able to gift to the grandparent, right? So some of these promos are designed, they're like flash sales, and some of them are designed for gifting, so they'll be a little earlier than what you would expect. We get asked that question in customer support sometimes. But we got these other ones coming up. There's multiple part series, and there's flash sales. Like Labor Day, that's going to be a flash sale. Grandparents' Day, that's a gifting holiday. Halloween spooky sale, that's more of a flash sale that's going out on Halloween. I don't know what to do about this one. I feel like some people buy, but everyone's really busy on Halloween. But there's a couple themed in here, and there's no harm. They're just free texts that go out. They don't cost you anything. You attach your offer, make it dad bot or whatever, and then you dump all your jobs that are eligible into it. And then you hit save here at the top, and it starts the promo, and you're done. You don't do anything else, and you can set them all up in advance and just keep dumping jobs in there and let it go out. But that is the promos feature here. Now, the gallery promos feature is going to be in your job itself. So I'm going to open this job up, and I'm going to go over here to my settings. And this is where gallery promotions are. So if you wanted to set a gallery up, you could do it when it's published. You can do it when it's draft, whatever. It'll go with the text messaging that's remaining in the series or the published series. You can go ahead and attach your gallery offer here. It'll put that banner at the top of the gallery. I strongly recommend using an expiration date with your gallery promotions, because the whole point of gallery offers is to get them to spend really quick, like a flash sale type thing. So make sure you use an offer. This is a bad example here, but make sure you use an offer. I don't even think I have one here that has an expiration date to show you. That has an expiration date in here when you set it up. And then, of course, last but not least, if you're doing a custom SMS, just go down here to the bubble, send us a message and say, I want to send it out to my galleries. We'll get you the form link over. You fill that out and we'll take it from there until the features are completely built and automated into PhotoDay. But that is how that works. Oh, and if you missed it on the store screen under promos, this is where you can view your past. Like, my promos were very unexciting because this is my demo account. But anyway, you can see it in here. The results of the promos you're running. Those are for holiday promos only. So yeah, as we build out PhotoDay, you're going to see more and more of this stuff, because as more people take their business online, we're learning more and more what works, what doesn't work, what needs to be automated, what needs to go away. It's too confusing, all that good stuff. And we're just going to keep building the product. I mean, I think we just hired a lot of people. Actually, I know we just hired a lot of people that are all building products. So it's going to be really great coming up. So that wraps me right up here at an hour. If you're new to PhotoDay, again, our cost, I went over this a little bit during today's webinar, but it's the 10% transaction fee before tax and shipping. So on your subtotal, you got the credit card processing fee on your total transaction. One of the best parts about this, there's no ginormous lab bills at the end of the week or month or however you're paying your lab that max out your credit cards for the daily transactions, because every single, in one customer transaction, everyone gets paid. You get the profit deposited right into your Stripe account, and then you can set that frequency up into your bank account. So we include everything. There's really no hidden fees going on here. You get text marketing, email marketing, our capture app for private galleries. If you guys are ready to say no to all the manual data image tracking, then Capture App is for you. And we have lots of webinars and information on that. Just hit me up. Let me know if you want to learn more on that. Our dashboard app, PhotoDay Dashboard, it's for iOS and Android. It's a really cool app, so you can be connected to your incoming sales all the time, especially rolling in the fall when you're getting a lot of sales. You can turn the sound on and it goes cha-ching. Like every time you get a sale. I think it's a lot of you guys that are PhotoDay veterans love that sound. It does have an Apple Watch app too, and different faces for your watch. So that's a pretty cool feature, just to be more connected to your studio when it's all online. We don't charge for downloads, we don't charge for storage, and you get all the education obviously for free as well. And this is a new slide. I'm gonna tell you guys, I would absolutely love nothing more than to meet you face to face and spend 2 days with us at the PhotoDay experience in Tampa, St. Pete area this winter. So it's a Monday and Tuesday, December 12th and 13th. I don't have the exact venue because there's like 3 of them, and I want to drive down there and look at them first to make sure that we don't put you guys in some sketchy hotel rooms. But it's going to be very affordable. That was my goal. Really nice. And we're going to do 2 days of education. And I think all of our PhotoDay trailblazers are going to be there for education as well and networking. So it should be a great time. I love to pose this as the PhotoDay experience. It is not just a workshop. We have, in-person photo sessions, as well as, that's why we did it on a Monday and Tuesday. I figured you guys work on the weekends. You can just hightail out of there on Sunday and come. So I know it's so busy, but it's also a beautiful time of the year to visit Central Florida or South. I think Tampa is considered South Florida at this point. But the weather's beautiful and it's at the beach. So a great excuse to get out for a little bit and give yourself a little mental refresher before going into the busy winter season and beyond. So yes, lots of education there. The agenda is on our Eventbrite page, and you can find our events or in your chat bubble. It's all there. Or if somebody from my team listening right now will post the link in the chat box, that'll be there for you as well. And thanks, guys. Like, if you need anything else from me, like, reach out to support@photoday.io. You can find me in there. You can find me or any of our customer success team at any time in the chat bubble. If you want to chat with me or any of the team members, just go ahead and do that. Oh, Jennifer, I know the reason why you can't do December. So yes. And yes, thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in and being so chatty in the chat. Makes me feel less alone talking to myself for 1 hour. So thank you guys so much. And I wish you all a very prosperous fall season. And hopefully no major dilemmas and no angry customers and all that good stuff. And if you do, and you're using PhotoDay and you just need us to listen, we're here for you guys. We will help you through it. Like I said, we got a great customer success team. Take advantage of it. It is part of the benefit of using PhotoDay. So, all right, guys, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.